Okay, so our main card now beckons, people, and yo, there are some very good fights up on this. We have four of them before we get to our last two, and everything starts off with the light heavyweights. We have Dustin Jacoby against Julius Walker. Okie dokie. So, Julius Juicebox Walker. He's 26, 6'4", 78-inch reach. Okie dokie. He has an overall record of 7-1, and he's coming in off of a win. Okie dokie. So he's 1-1 in the UFC. So he bounces back after losing his debut, right? So, yeah, that debut was up against Alonzo Menafield. It got fight of the night. It was a split decision, right? That was February last year. And then he beat Rafael Saraquira in August. This one was a unanimous decision, though. All right, before coming to the UFC, man, look, he picked up regional belts. You know what I mean? He's a couple of those in different organizations. He has got some submissions, rear naked, triangle, right? And he's got knockouts. You know what I mean? So, but it's all regional. You know what I mean? So it was coming into UFC. It was just like, what was this going to be? And he came up short. It was split, so someone had him winning, you know? But yeah, he definitely stepped it up the next time out. But can he do it again? Because, yo, Walker is facing the Hanyak, right? Dustin Jacoby. He's 37, 6'3", 76-inch reach. He's got an overall record of 21-9-1 on a 2-fight win streak. Mento, right? He came via the Contender Series. He is 9-6-1 in the UFC. No, he came by the Contender Series the second time. You know what I mean? This is his second run, right? As he was in the UFC, got cut, had a good kickboxing career, was fighting in Glory for a while, and then he came back. And yeah, he's had some decent wins, right? So he got that new contract in August 2020. Beat Ty Flores via decision. Made his debut October the same year. Beat Justin Ledette, first round knockout. And then he beat Maxim Grisham via decision. Got a split that has now been classed as a draw against Ian Cutelaba. Had a crazy fight with Darren Stewart while it lasted. You know, he's fought Michael Oleksiejczuk, who is also on the card, right? They fought. He's got a win there. You know, he's been in there with a lot of very good people. So, man, he was looking good. He then lost the decision to Alonzo Menafield. I feel he won it, right? I thought the big difference was the reactions from the shots. Menafield had heavy shots, right? But I thought Jacoby did more. So there was that, and then he got stopped by Dominic Reyes in the first round, right? But from those two, he came back, beat Vita Petrino, knocked him out in the third, right? And then he knocked out Bruno Lopez in the first, right? So the Petrino fight got him a performance of the night. I mean, he was, you know, he could have got one last time out as well, right? So the Lopez fight was May last year. And I think the thing here is Jacoby, man. He is just, man, like he was meant to fight last week, but Jimmy Crute got injured. So he got moved to this one, right? He was training with his buddy. You know what I mean? It's all vibes. And right now, Jacoby feels like he's getting to some of the best form of his life. And the performances, you know what I mean? They definitely are there to back him up, right? He has fought such a high caliber of competition. He has seen so many different looks. I'm taking Jacoby for the win, right? So from light heavyweights, we drop all the way down to the bantamweights. Right? We have Gene Matsumoto against Farid Basharat. That's right, we people. It's on the card. Farid Ferocious Basharat. He is 28, 5'8", 71-inch reach. His pro record is 14-0. He's on an 18-fight win streak. You know? Look, he's gone 5-0 in the UFC, came via the Contender Series, got that contract in September 2022, a unanimous decision over Alan Begozzo, right? In his debut the following year in March, he beat Damon Blackshear via decision. He then got Cleedon Rodriguez with an arm triangle in the first. That was September 2023. January 2024, decision over Taylor Lapalus. Then he beat Victor Hugo, right? Decision. Victor Hugo is no joke, so that's a very good win, right? And that was October 2024. A year later, October 2025, he beats Chris Gutierrez. And that is, that's a tough one, right? Farid is fire. You know what I mean? Like, look, outside the UFC, he's got people with head kicks, rear naked. He does like a rear naked. You know what I mean? Does like a rear naked, right? So, man, his brother's on the card. You know what I mean? Like, listen, he's living the life, right? He lives in Vegas. It is all fire for Farid Basharat right now. And I think his skill set, the way he puts things together, like the sky's the limit for this little hombre. You know what I mean? So I'm taking Farid Basharat. Oh, yeah, I realized I haven't even looked at Gene yet. My apologies, Gene. So Gene Matsumoto, he's 26, 5'6", 68.5-inch reach. Overall record 17-1. Coming in off of a win, right? He is 3-1 in the UFC. He also came via the Contender Series, and he had a couple of fights in LFA, which he won, right? So he got his contract in September 2023. Beat Cassie Tanner via decision. Made his debut April following year, 2024. Caught Dan Argueta second round guillotine. Beat Brad Katona via decision in October the same year. He then lost a split decision to Rob Font in February last year. Bounced back with a split decision win over Miles Johns in August last year. So, you know, he's fought some good people, right? He has definitely fought some good people as well. And then you've got those LFA fights, and you know that's going to be a good caliber, right? He's got a couple of Well, he won a belt out. Yeah, no, I'm right. He won a couple of belts outside the UFC. Actually, I think, yeah, 2 belts outside. You know, he does like a guillotine, right? He's got arm triangles, anacondas as well, right? So I think submission is probably his best bet for a win. I'll go against Farid, man. Farid, used to fight out of London town, right? But he's just fucking talented. So I'm taking Farid Basharat for the win. A Basharat 1-2 for this card. That's what we're saying. So we then go up to the middleweights. We have a Michał Oleksiejczuk against Marc-André Barriault. Right? So, powerbar, Marc-André Barriault. He's 35, 6'1", 74-inch reach. Overall record 17-10, 1 no contest. In the UFC, he is 6-9 with 1 no contest. He's coming in off of a loss. Right? Now, that was against Shara Magomedov. Right? That was July last year. And, yeah, I mean, that was a tough fight for him. Right? But before that, he beat Bruno Silva. Right? Got him in a clinch and elbowed the fuck out of him. Hey, that was May last year. Got a performance of the night. He also got a fight of the night for the Shara Bullet fight, right? He lost a crazy situation with Dustin Stolships. Lost to Joe Pyfer, Chris Curtis. So he was on a skid, right? Broke it, and now he needs to do that again. You know what I mean? He has fought a high quality of opponent. Right, hasn't always gone his way, but yeah, he's had many different looks in his time in the UFC. Made his debut against Andrew Sanchez, right, all the way back in May 2019. Whew. And Andrew Sanchez was a winner of the Ultimate Fighter. You recall? So, yeah, he might have lost, but he's fighting good people. Fighting good people. Now, he is going up against Michał Oleksiejczuk. He's 36 foot, 74 inch. He's 21-9 with 1 no contest. And he's on a 2-fight win streak right now. He is 9-7 with 1 in the right. Like, I think the big thing for Oleksiejczuk, right? So he hit a bad spot, right? Lost to Michał Pereira, Kevin Holland, and then Shara Bullet. 2 of those were subs, The Shara was fight of the night, but yeah. He then got wins, right? He beat Sadiq Dumas in April last year. First round stoppage over Jared Marshall. That was August last year. And I think the thing that sparked that upsurge, he became a fighting nerd, right? And I think with Oleksiejczuk, you could always see there was talent, right? But sometimes there would be bad decision making. There'd be those inconsistencies. And the big thing you notice since he became a nerd, the confidence. Oh my God, the confidence. He's putting it together, people. He really is. So it's kind of like we are finally seeing the Oleksiejczuk that we thought we could see, right? We are seeing his potential in there. So, man, there's some good things coming, I feel. And that's why, you know what I mean? It would just seems foolish to even contemplate going up against Oleksiejczuk. So I'm taking Michał Oleksiejczuk for the win. So the main card started with the light heavy, and it's finishing with the heavyweights, right? We have Jailton Almeida against Rizvan Kuniev. Okay. Rizvan Kuniev. He's 33, 6'4", 76-inch reach. He's got an overall pro record of 13-3-1 with 1 no contest. He came via the Contender Series, fought twice, but unfortunately lost his debut. That was a split decision to Chris Curtis in June last year. So he got his contract in August 2024. He stopped Hugo Kuna in the first round. Right? I think he got injured. So he had fights scheduled in 2025. They just did not happen. So yeah. Now, the first time he was on the Contender Series was September 2021. Now, he got a stoppage in the third round, right? Beat Edvina Santos, but he didn't get a contract. So he went back to the regionals, right? Defended his regional belt and, he got a win in the PFL. And it got overturned. Tested pause, right? But he got back to the Contender and he got his contract. So, he does like a choke, right? But he's trying to knock you out, I think, more so. That fight, that last fight, his debut against Curtis, there's some good things, but he was just didn't do enough, you know what I mean? And opposite him, so both fighters are actually coming off a loss, right? We have Jailton Almeida, 34, 6'3", 79-inch reach, overall pro record of 22-4. So in the UFC's 8-2, he came by the Contender Series, right? Got that contract all the way back in September 2021. Beat Nastradinov, caught him with a second round rear naked choke. Made his debut against Danilo Marquez. First round stoppage. That was February 2022. All right. So then he beat Parker Porter. First round rear naked. May 2022. Anton Turkaji in September same year, rear naked. Beat Shamil Abadimikov, second round stoppage, January 2023. Then Jairzinho Rosenstrike, first round rear naked, May 2023. Beat Derek Lewis. But then that's where it was squirrely. Because he was in mount so often. Couldn't stop that fight. Then he got stopped by Curtis Blades. Went for, he landed some good shots, but went for a takedown. Blades just hammer-fisted the fuck out of him. Right? Came back with a couple of wins. But then in October last year, lost a decision to Volkov. And he just looked sloppy in that fight. Right? Looked sloppy in that fight. I don't know. Maybe that loss was valuable because it sounds right now that Almeida has got a chip on his shoulder. Right? It's like some people were happy I lost because I'm Brazilian. Right? He's got a chip on that shoulder. So I think he's not going to hold back as much. I think we will see him do a lot more than we've seen in the past. Right? Because he's looking to prove everyone wrong. He's vexed, people. He's proper vexed. Right? So yeah, I think he's going to come out. He's going to come out hungry. So I'm taking Jailton Almeida for the win. Should be interesting, right? Leads us into that co-main event. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what the fuck happens, people. Who have you got?